What if you could turn your living room into a luxury paradise without breaking the bank? Imagine stepping into a space that feels expensive, stylish, and cozy, all for a fraction of the cost. Sounds impossible? Well, it's not. In this video, we're going to show you exactly how to give your living room a dramatic, extreme makeover using simple, budget-friendly tricks. No need for pricey furniture or fancy renovations. With just a few smart choices, we'll transform your space into a high-end haven that feels brand new. Stick around, because you're about to discover how easy it can be to upgrade your home without the hefty price tag. 1. The Ultimate Budget Challenge begins. Welcome to the 2025 Extreme Living Room Makeover. You won't believe the transformation we're about to show you. Imagine this, a tired, old living room turned into a stunning luxury paradise. And the best part? It didn't cost a fortune. We're starting from scratch and using only smart, budget-friendly tricks to get a high-end look. First, let's talk about the before. It's the kind of space that needs a fresh start, and you'll see why. We're going to show you exactly how we'll take this room from drab to fab, step by step. Stay tuned because you won't want to miss the big reveal at the end. But before we dive into the details, let's talk about planning, because this transformation is all about smart choices. Ready to see the magic happen? Let's get started with the budget planning, and trust me, you'll be amazed at how easy it is to start your own transformation. Keep watching, because the next part will show you how to pick colors that set the stage for a dream living room. 2. Choosing the perfect colors for luxury on a budget. Now that we've got our plan, let's talk about the most important part of any makeover, color. The right colors can make a huge difference. We chose a palette that screams luxury but doesn't cost a lot. Soft, rich tones like deep charcoal, olive green, and creamy beige create a calm, elegant vibe. These shades work together to make the room feel bigger and more inviting. We also added a pop of color with some bold accent pieces to give the space some personality without going overboard. This color scheme is simple, but it feels expensive. It's amazing what a coat of paint can do. In the next section, we'll take these colors to the next level with lighting. Trust me, lighting can completely change how these colors look. Keep watching, because this is where the magic really starts to happen. 3. Lighting that transforms your space. Now that we have our colors, it's time to add some lighting. Lighting can completely change the way a room looks and feels. We started with soft, warm lighting to make the space feel cozy and inviting. Using floor lamps and table lamps help create layers of light, making the room feel more expensive. We also added string lights around the edges for a little sparkle at night. But the real game changer was smart bulbs. With these, we can adjust the light to fit the mood, whether it's bright for the day or soft and relaxing for the evening. The right lighting can make the colors pop and give the room a high-end feel without spending too much. Now that the room feels brighter, let's move on to the next step, furniture. In the next section, we'll show you how to make cheap furniture look expensive. 4. Furniture flips, making cheap pieces look expensive. Next, let's talk about furniture. You don't need to spend a lot to make your living room look high-end. We started by updating some old pieces we already had. For example, our couch was looking worn out, but instead of buying a new one, we gave it a fresh look with a simple slipcover. It completely changed the way the couch looked, making it feel new and expensive. We also found a second-hand coffee table for a great price. With a little sanding and a fresh coat of paint, it looked like a designer piece. Don't forget to add some stylish throw pillows to the mix. These small changes made a huge difference without costing much. Now that our furniture looks amazing, let's move on to wall decor. In the next section, we'll show you how to add some eye-catching details to the walls, making the space feel even more luxurious. Keep watching. 5. Wall decor that makes a statement. Now, it's time to focus on the walls. Walls are like a blank canvas in your living room. When you add the right pieces, they can change the whole look of the room. Wall decor can make your living space feel cozy, stylish, and luxurious, without spending too much. We began by creating a bold accent wall. Instead of spending a lot of money on expensive wallpaper or paint, we used peel and stick panels. These are super easy to put up, and they look just like real wood. The best part? It gives the room a rich, warm feeling, like a luxury space. Plus, these panels are really affordable and can be removed without damaging the walls. Next, we worked on creating a gallery wall. A gallery wall adds personality and style to any room. We found affordable frames online. Some were big, some were small. We mixed different sizes and shapes to give the wall a modern and fun look. The art inside the frames wasn't expensive either. We printed some of our own photos and found some great prints at a low price. Adding this art to the wall made the room feel more personal. It also made the space look more stylish. The best part? The frames and artwork may have been budget-friendly, but they look like they belong in a high-end art gallery. Now that the walls are looking beautiful, the next step is adding those finishing touches. Stay tuned. In the next section, we'll show you how small details like rugs and accessories can complete your look and make the room feel even more luxurious. 6. Budget-friendly accessories that add luxury. Now that the walls look amazing, it's time to focus on the accessories. Accessories are the small details that tie everything together and make the room feel special. They can turn an ordinary room into a luxury space, even on a budget. We started with a faux fur throw. This throw is soft, warm, and cozy. It adds a touch of elegance to the couch without costing a lot of money. It's perfect for snuggling up, and it makes the room look fancy. Next, we added some velvet pillows. These pillows were affordable but made a huge difference. Velvet has a rich texture that instantly makes the couch look more expensive. They were a simple, easy way to add luxury without spending much. A large rug was another key piece. Rugs can completely change the feel of a room. We chose a stylish rug that was soft and added comfort and warmth. It made the living room feel more inviting and high-end. Plus, it helped tie the whole room together. But we didn't stop there. We added some decorative trays to the coffee table. Trays are simple but can make the space look more organized and neat. Then, we added a few vases and plants to bring life to the room. Plants add a fresh vibe, and vases bring in a touch of elegance. All these accessories made the room look polished, complete, and more expensive than it really was. The best part is, we didn't have to spend a fortune. In the next section, we'll show you how to organize the space even more with clever storage ideas. Stay tuned, your living room is about to look even better. 7. Smart storage that looks stylish. Now that we've added all the beautiful details, it's time to focus on keeping the space organized. A clean and tidy room always looks more expensive, but we're still sticking to a budget-friendly plan. Let's start with storage solutions that are both practical and stylish. We began by using storage baskets. These are perfect for hiding things like books, remotes, or even toys. We place the baskets under the coffee table and beside the couch. They keep everything neat and out of sight. Plus, the baskets add a nice texture to the room, making it look more inviting. Next, we added a floating shelf on one wall. This shelf doesn't take up much space, but it gives us room to display things like candles, small plants, or even books. It's a smart way to use vertical space and keep things organized without making the room feel crowded. We also used a storage ottoman instead of a regular footrest. This ottoman is great because it's comfortable to sit on, but it also opens up to provide hidden storage inside. It's perfect for keeping extra pillows, blankets, or anything else you don't want to leave out in the open. These smart storage pieces help the room stay tidy and organized while still looking beautiful and stylish. Everything has its place, and the space feels calm and peaceful. Up next, we'll talk about how to bring some life into the room with something fresh and simple: plants. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss it. 8. Fresh plants for a lively, rich look. Now it's time to bring the room to life with plants. Adding some greenery is one of the easiest and most affordable ways to make a space feel fresh, bright, and even a bit luxurious. And the best part? You don't need to be a plant expert or spend a lot of money to make it work. We started with a few small potted plants on the coffee table and on the shelves. These little plants add color and freshness to the room. They also make the space feel more alive and welcoming. Next, we added a tall floor plant in the corner. This plant filled up the empty space, making the room feel complete and balanced. To match our style, we chose simple pots in white and gold. These colors blend well with the rest of the room and make the plants stand out without being too flashy. If you're not a fan of taking care of real plants, don't worry. Fake plants work just as well. They still add charm, color, and a touch of life to the room, with no upkeep required. Plants don't just look good, they also make the room feel more calm and peaceful. The greenery adds a natural, soothing vibe, making your living room feel even more like a luxury space. Now that our living room is full of life, it's time to talk about something fun: DIY art that looks expensive but costs almost nothing. Stay tuned, because that's coming up in the next section. 9. DIY art that looks expensive. Now, let's dive into DIY art. This is a fun and simple way to bring some luxury into your living room without breaking the bank. You don't have to be a professional artist to make art that looks great. All you need are a few basic supplies and a little bit of creativity. We started with blank canvases from the craft store. These were cheap and easy to find. You don't need to spend a lot on fancy materials. Then, we used some textured paste and neutral paint colors to create modern, 3D style art. The result? Pieces that looked like they came straight from a high-end gallery. It was easy to do, and they made the room feel more luxurious. You don't have to stop there. Another great idea is to frame fabric pieces or even old magazine pages with beautiful designs. It's a super budget-friendly way to add personal touches to your walls. Once framed, you can place these pieces on your wall or shelf, and they'll instantly make your space feel more unique and stylish. Creating your own art adds a personal touch to the room. It also saves you money while still making your space look elegant. Now that we've added some custom art to the room, let's move on to something that really ties everything together: curtains. In the next section, we'll show you how the right window treatments can completely change the mood of your room. Stay tuned. 10. Curtains that add style and warmth. Now it's time to dress up the windows. Curtains can make a huge difference in any living room. They add softness, style, and a feeling of warmth. And you don't need fancy ones to get that luxury look. We picked long, flowy curtains in a light cream color. Hanging them high and wide made the windows look bigger and the room feel taller. This simple trick gave the space a grand look without spending a lot. We used budget curtain rods that looked like metal but were very affordable. The fabric we chose was light, so it let in natural sunlight during the day. At night, the curtains made the room feel cozy and calm. Curtains are more than just window covers. They're like the final touch to a beautiful outfit. Now that our windows are dressed and everything feels warm and cozy, let's move on to the next section. It's time to create a small luxury corner just for relaxing. You'll love what comes next. 11. Create a cozy luxury corner. Now that the main room looks amazing, let's make a special corner just for relaxing. We call it the luxury corner. It doesn't need to be big. Just one small space that feels peaceful and cozy. We picked a quiet spot by the window and placed a comfy chair there. You can use any chair you already have. We added a soft blanket and one fluffy pillow to make it extra cozy. Beside the chair, we placed a small side table with a candle, a book, and a cute little lamp. It feels like a mini retreat right inside your living room. This cozy corner is perfect for reading, sipping coffee, or just relaxing. It adds a rich, calm vibe to the room. And the best part? It didn't cost much at all. In the next section, we'll show you how to make your living room smell just as beautiful as it looks. Don't miss it. This next step makes everything feel complete. 12. Make your room smell like luxury. Now let's make the room smell as nice as it looks. A good smell makes your home feel fresh, clean, and expensive. And you don't need to buy pricey perfumes to do it. We started by using a scented candle with a soft smell like vanilla or lavender. It added a warm glow and a lovely scent. Then we added a reed diffuser on the shelf. It looks pretty and gives off a gentle smell all day. You can also use essential oils in a small diffuser. Just a few drops and the whole room feels calm and relaxing. Keeping the room clean also helps with smell. We open the windows for a few minutes each day to let in fresh air. Now the living room looks good, feels cozy, and smells amazing. Up next, we'll show you how to use soft lighting to create a peaceful, high-end mood at night. You'll love this part. 13. Soft lighting for a calm and rich look. Now let's talk about lighting. Good lighting can change the whole mood of your living room. It makes the space feel warm, cozy, and luxurious, especially at night. We turned off the big, bright ceiling light and used soft lights instead. First, we placed a floor lamp in the corner. It had a warm yellow bulb, not a harsh white one. Then we added a few table lamps on shelves and side tables. These small lights made the room feel gentle and peaceful. We also used fairy lights around the curtain rod. They were cheap, but gave a magical glow. At night, the soft lights made the whole space feel calm and rich, like a luxury hotel. Now the room is almost complete. In the next section, we'll show you how to bring in personal touches to make the space truly feel like your own. Stay with us, this part is special. 14. Add personal touches that feel special. Now it's time to make the living room feel like your space. Adding personal touches brings warmth and makes the room feel full of love. It also shows your style without spending much. We started by adding a few family photos in simple frames. Then we placed a small handmade item on the shelf, something that had a story. You can use things like a souvenir from a trip, a gift from someone special, or even a drawing made by your child. We also used a letter board with a favorite quote. It made people smile as soon as they walked in. These small things may not cost much, but they bring meaning and heart to the room. Now the living room looks stylish, smells fresh, feels cozy, and tells your story. But we're not done yet. In the final section, we'll show you the full before and after, and how all these small steps made a big change. Let's finish strong. 15. Before and after, the big reveal. Now it's time for the most exciting part, the big reveal. Let's look at how the living room looked before and how it looks now. In the beginning, the space felt plain, a little messy, and not very warm. It had old furniture, no style, and no clear theme. But now, everything has changed. The walls have soft colors. The furniture looks new and stylish, even though we stayed on a budget. We added pillows, rugs, curtains, and plants. We used smart storage, soft lighting, and personal touches. The room smells fresh, feels calm, and looks like a luxury space. And the best part? We didn't spend too much. Each small change added up to a big transformation. It proves you don't need a lot of money to create a beautiful home. So that's it, your 2025 Extreme Living Room Makeover is done. We turned an everyday space into a cozy, rich-looking paradise. All on a budget. Now it's your turn. Start with one step and watch the magic happen. And there you have it. A full living room makeover that feels like luxury, but done on a budget. Every small change made a big difference. Now your space isn't just a room, it's a peaceful, stylish paradise you'll love every single day. If this makeover inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs a home glow up. And hey, leave a comment below. Tell us which part of the makeover you love the most, or what you're planning to try in your own space. Thanks for watching, and remember, beautiful living doesn't have to cost a fortune. See you in the next one.